Originally built in 1960, the Valley View Water Tower continues to be a vital part of Bloomington's water distribution system. But like any outdoor structure, water towers are at the mercy of the elements.
An expected life of a water tower is between 75 to 100 years. As long as you protect the asset and take care and keep the steel from corrosion, they can stay in service a lot longer than that.
With the notion of longevity in mind, city utility staff knew it was time for this 1.5 million gallon elevated storage tank to undergo a complete interior and exterior restoration in the spring of 2014.
The first thing that was done is the existing telecommunications equipment was removed from the tower and set up on temporary poles on the site. There were some structural repairs and some safety improvements. They put safety climb devices on all of the ladders, which protects workers and people that are accessing the tower. We made some structural improvements on railings as well for the safety of the workers. And then reinforcement of the balcony, which is up at the midpoint of the belly. Upon that, we made also some structural improvements on adding hatches in for access and reinforcing for some of the telecommunications equipment.
Next, the curtain went up and sandblasting began. This process uses small metal pieces shot at a high velocity to strip the existing primer off, leaving just bare steel.
The process that's being used on this site, they have a recycler in line. They fill it up with the steel grit abrasive, and then they use that during the sandblast process. Once that's completed, they use a vacuum system to suck that all up off the concrete base that they've poured underneath the tower. And then that goes into the recycler and it separates the dust and the paint particles from the steel shot abrasive. And that steel shot abrasive can be reused instead of disposed as a hazardous waste or disposed in the landfill.
Once the sandblasting is complete, 3 layers of protective coatings are applied, both on the tower's exterior and inside the storage tank, each serving a different purpose.
The first coat that goes on is a prime coat. And that actually has a zinc additive to it, which is actually provides better protection to the bare steel. And that zinc in it actually provides some of the sacrificial coating that's called. Once the zinc coating goes on, we apply an epoxy intermediate coat, and that provides a good barrier protection to keep water off the steel. Lastly, on the exterior, we apply a polyurethane coating, which provides good protection from the elements, UV, etc., and that provides also the finished color that the city will see.
When the Valley View Tower reconditioning is complete in late summer, Clamaris said residents may or may not even notice a difference, but the benefits of proactive maintenance will be seen for years to come.
It's obviously going to be a little brighter coating to it. As far as the older one was about 20 years old. But yeah, long term, it's going to provide continued protection of the asset. So that the city doesn't have to replace a very expensive water tower before they should see its useful life.